Alright, hello folks. Today I'm going to show you how to refill one of these Listerine breath freshener sprays. Their use is one time only, but I thought what a waste of a beautiful piece of plastic and some metal in here with a spring and everything like that. Why can't we just refill these? Well, you can if you want to follow the way I've done it. I've learned this from years and years of refilling ink cartridges. I would take the original cartridge and refill it pretty much in the same manner I'm going to show you now. I've already refilled two of these. I simply peeled the label back, and that gave me access to the to take the piece totally apart. I'm going to show you one here that I've got totally empty, no spraying. See, I'm pushing right to the lens here. Nothing's coming out of that. And I'm going to now take it apart. The way to do that, once the label's peeled back or right off, is give it a bit of a twist and pull. Now inside you'll see that there's a few parts here. I just dropped the spring. There's a spring. This is the button that you push down on with a hole in the front there. Notice that. And of course you've got the top part here, which has the loop for your finger. And this is the other part with the bottom that holds the reservoir of the mouthwash. So, because it's Listerine, I choose to use Listerine mouthwash to refill these with. Make sure that you have your spring handy. You're going to need that. And let's begin. Simple thing is, this piece of plastic won't come off unless you wanted to take it off, in which case I would probably just use, maybe a small screwdriver to pry it around, but there's really no need to. You'll see it's got a little bit of a loop underneath over here that accommodates the spray piece at the top here when you push down on it so that it doesn't get in the way. There's not one at the back, so keep that in mind. You're going to now just take the thing and twist it. Twist it so that it's at a 90-degree angle to the body itself. Doesn't matter which way you twist it. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a hole in this unit. So I'm going to put the hole, if you're looking at it from the front, it would be just off to the right-hand side. It doesn't matter, you can do the left, but I'm going to do the right-hand side. And you'll see a little crease at the top. I'm going to put it just before the crease on the right-hand side, almost halfway between the edge and that crease. If you look carefully at it, you'll see that. At any rate, let's get started. The way I'm going to put a hole in it is I have a very large sewing needle. This sewing needle happens to be just a little bit larger than a syringe. I've had my syringes for refilling my ink cartridges. I still do. I buy ink cartridges that are refillable now, and just to be able to take the ink out of the bottle and squeeze it in. This particular syringe that I have here doesn't have a point on it, so it's not going to hurt anything. I would recommend you get those if you can. Otherwise, your local pharmacy will probably have syringes that they can sell you, if that's what they call. Is that syringes? I think that's what they call them. Anyways, cleanliness is not too important because the Listerine mouthwash has alcohol in it, which is a germ killer. But I've rinsed this out. Oh, there we go. A little bit of water spray. Just get rid of all that water, all that spray, right out of there. Good. So now we have no more water, no more spray. Now I'm going to have the sewing needle, which is a large size, larger than the syringe needle tip, a pair of pliers, and I'm going to try to hold this very firmly in my pliers. And this is where you have to be very careful. I'm going to find the part that's just to the right-hand side of that crease, and I'm going to start to dig it in slowly and apply pressure. Do not hurt yourself, and do not go right through the bottom because if you do that, game over. Other tools that you're going to need, you'll see I'm going to use it in a minute, is a hot glue gun. Hot glue guns can be found at a discount store or dollar store for $2 or $3, plus whatever ink you're going to refill. I've had this on now; it's heating up a bit. It's spilling a lot of ink down, or a lot of glue rather, down here. So back it off a little bit so that the glue doesn't come out. Once I've made sure that that hole is the right size, I'm going to put the needle down, the pliers down, and I'm going to take my syringe and put it into that hole and see, yep, it fits. And it's loose enough that it almost wobbles in there. That's important because when something goes in, you want something to come out. You don't want to create a big, huge explosion in this thing and not have your liquid flowing in. So as I'm pumping the liquid in, the air will be released out so that it will fill. If you read the instructions here, it takes 7.7 milliliters. This particular one syringe is 5 milliliters. So I've got my little cap full of Listerine mouthwash. I'm going to dip my syringe in and fill it right up. Take your time. There's 5 milliliters right there. Dropped it into the hole and squeeze. And I would be fairly careful. Like, you don't have to take too much time, but you can take your time. You're not in a hurry here. It's got 5 milliliters in there. Now I'm going to pop another 2.5 in there just to be safe. And I can look at it here, do that with my free hand. If you're not competent, put this down someplace. Actually, it really won't leak out because it's a very small hole. So you can just pop it down if you like. And there's just over 2.5 milliliters is fine. Put that back in there, give her a squeeze, and tilt it away from the hole a bit. That way you're going to get right to the top so it doesn't overflow on you, and we're all good. Here's where the hot glue comes in. Take yourself a little piece of tissue if you have one handy. Just try to dry it off a bit. And put a dab of hot glue right on that hole and hold it there for a few seconds. Try to get it to melt into that hole. And this is where you might want to be a little quick, because once you've done that, remember which way you have to spin the white plastic and spin that sucker around before the glue dries. Now it should be able to come off again fairly easily. To refill it a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time, who knows, however many times you want to do it. But again, there's the front, there's that little U channel, turn a bit of light on that for you, a little bit of U channel in here that'll hold this. Now here's where you got to be very careful again, where the fluid comes out, that's facing forward towards that little U channel. And now we're going to put this assembly back together again. You're going to find the spring, make sure that the spring is in place. What I can do myself, because I've done this a few times, by the way, this was the first time refilling these things. I had done 2 already, so I thought I'm going to do a third. I might as well put it on YouTube for everybody. You've got a little hole here that's going to line up with the hole on the front, and I can just slide that in and drop it down. Now I'm going to take this and put it towards the front where the hole is. That little spray again is going to be lined up with that hole that you see there. Push it down and clip them together. Little hard push and just a little bit of, here we go, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a shot. I'll get my good camera out of the way so I don't get it all wet, and keep pressing. Oh, there we go. It works! Yay! Now you've got a refill. Perfect. I think I'll freshen my breath right now. Check for leaks. If you feel any leaks, you might want to pop it over again. I'm feeling a little bit of liquid coming out the side here. That might stop now that everything's flowed, but I think I'm going to go ahead and reopen it up and just glue that again, just to be on the safe side. My other ones, I've tested those. No leaks at all. This one here just seemed to have been maybe plugged or whatever, and now it's free, so perhaps it popped the glue out. Anyways, I won't show you how I'm going to redo that unless you really want to see it, but again, just pop it apart. And yeah, you can see that there's a fair bit of liquid there. And this time I'm just going to slide it over. And there's the glue coming off. Make sure it's all dry, and just put more glue on that sucker. and everybody will be happy. Anyways, this is just my first try at it. It's just a suggestion. If you really want to refill these things, that's up to you. Oh, just realized what might be the problem too is when I put that glue on, I'm sliding the glue off because I'm pushing it out of the way with the bottom white piece that's at the 90 degree right here. Lift that one piece up and then drop it over top. There we go. That's what I did with the other one. I actually removed the other ones and put them back on. Not easy. So there we go. Get rid of all the excess glue and we should be good to go. Alrighty, enjoy. You can save yourself quite a bit of bucks. I love these things. They work really well. People have told me how well they work, so why throw them away? Use them a few times. I'm not going to question how good it is to ingest the mouthwash directly, how different it is from the actual stuff that's in here, but I'm sure, like anything else, do so in moderation. Cheers, everybody. Bye for now.